Today, Bill Madden of the New York Daily News reported in an article detailing the losses throughout Major League Baseball and how it's going to impact free agency. Mentioned that John Middleton has told people close to him that he's not really going to have the ability to spend money on big free agents like JT Realmuto. That was the only one named by name, but obviously other guys like George Springer come to mind. And also, originally in the report, it was mentioned that Middleton told people that he lost $2 billion this season, which is pretty heavily disputed, I think, but it was actually recently removed from the article. So we don't know what the deal is with that $2 billion figure. But Ty, I mean, we should start with the idea that they won't be spending money really this offseason. Like, what is that? What's your take on that?
I mean, it's not exactly surprising. That's kind of been the vibe we've gotten all off season. I would say that the Phillies will not really be spending money. I guess the original thought was maybe they'll spend for Realmuto and Realmuto only. Like that would be the most likely, but I don't know. The way things are trending, it feels like the Phillies won't be spending too much money. The kind of disappointing news I was alluding to earlier was that the Phillies are laying off a big portion of their front office employees. So I think that just goes to show that this team is really going in on, the sentiment that they don't have much money, and they're kind of making it known in every aspect. I mean, I personally doubt that this team does not have the money to pay these employees and pay the players. Yes, they made less money than they anticipated this year because of the pandemic, because of what happened. But let's not act like major league teams all across the league have not made a lot of money, since you and I have been alive. Like I don't know, without teams opening up their books, truly, I don't think it makes a lot of sense to take the teams at face value when they say they're losing millions and millions of dollars. Maybe they made millions less than they anticipated, which I think is fair. But the thought that they are, now really struggling for money and can't pay their employees, I don't know. It's disappointing to hear.
Yeah, and I think it is it's one thing for fans of the team to see that ownership isn't willing to spend money on big free agents. Like that's one thing. That's obviously fans want their team to win, all of that. But it definitely it is on another level when you have large scale layoffs. Like I think it was over 17% of the Phillies full time employees were laid off yesterday, or I think they were laid off Wednesday. We found out yesterday, and it does go to show you. Unfortunately, it's not just John Middleton and the Phillies. And that's not to say that every team is acting this way. There are teams that are saying, you know what, we took some losses, but we're still gonna, pay our people. But it's definitely a tough time for people working in the industry right now. A lot of people getting laid off, and it's really hard to see because sports. It's not just about the players on the field, right? So it's tough, and for this to come out right around the holiday season makes it even tougher for sure. Thank you for watching this clip of the Phillies Nation podcast. You can subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts and always stay up to date on everything pertaining to the Phillies on PhilliesNation.com.